Hi everyone. I apologize if the quality of the video is a little off. I am recording this from my phone. I hope everyone is having a great Easter, and I'll go ahead and get started. So for my project, I did a modified version of Project 2, which is the training project. It's actually kind of interesting. Right around the same time I was deciding what to do with my final project for this course, I was approached by my program director asking to be part of, asking to be the advisor for our supported living advisory committee in their endeavors to build a mentoring program from scratch. Um, so as being approached from the director, I said yes. I was very excited about the opportunity to help the supported living advisory committee explore mentoring. However, I don't have any experience with mentoring. Never really done it professionally. I've of course informally been mentored and been a mentor for others informally. The start of my paper explores kind of the conversations that I had with others who were part of this process already. The chairperson for the Supported Living Advisory Committee, who really laid the foundation as to why the mentor program was something that they were excited about. And then also balancing that with meeting with human resources and exploring why our retention for supervisors might be low and what we've tried in the past. And really what that came down to is the supported living supervisor position is a position where it's very easy to feel isolated. They don't have a whole lot of ways to connect to each other, and their main line of support in the organization is their coordinator, which is my current role at the agency, and I oversee myself 8 supervisors, and there are 12 of us coordinators. So we're a pretty large company, and when you think about that number multiplied out, you get more and more remote, and you get less time to interact one-on-one. So when building a mentoring program from scratch, Dr. Sattler-Weber suggested that I do a little bit more of a literature review than go ahead and designing an entire program. And when talking to the advisory committee, they agreed with that. So the paper focuses on exploring matching as a concept, how to pair strong mentors with mentees, really dividing that into what sort of goals people have and not just the skills or experiences, and how to rule out for matching people who are too similar, and how you support people who may be uncomfortable being matched with certain types of people. Another important part of mentoring program design is the mentor to mentee ratio. Is it 1-to-1? Is it group settings? The trend now is pods, where there would be a mentor with 4 supervisors. Luckily for me, that was not really something the supported living advisory committee at my agency was really interested in. So, after presenting the information, we were kind of able to scrap that. And then the third biggest part being, how do you get what measures of success do you use to determine whether or not a program is successful? And this is where I was really able to infuse Van Woert's competencies. We actually took the National Alliance of Direct Support Professionals competencies and compared them and broke them down with Van Woert stuff, and I was able to chunk them in a way that then the committee itself could explore additional training material on those specific topics. For example, so if you look at task-oriented behaviors, definitely want to look at the concept of delegating and how you can have that interact with the competencies for a DSP. And I could go into those competencies, but it would make this presentation a whole lot longer than it did. The paper also obviously explores a little bit of the history of mentoring, even back to the origins of it in ancient Greece. For me, this project was just a good way to get that foundation and hopefully to really steer the committee towards fact, evidence-based, academically, scholarly supported means of teaching skills and competencies to those who we hope to see become leaders in the future of our organization. I had a lot of fun with it. It was really interesting to have the ability to do something that's so real time. It was also incredibly tiresome. And at the end of the day, it is their mentoring program, and it's I get to help them craft it, but I'm certainly not the final say, so I can present them as much evidence-based research that would support Van Wert's competencies, but I can't guarantee that they will use it. Excited to see where they go with it. They do go in front of our executive director to talk about their plan on May 22nd. So I think that's a little soon, as they haven't really come up with the curriculum that they plan to use when pairing these mentors and what they expect the mentors to go through. But I'm excited to see what we can do in the next month for sure. Thank you.